is promised that Am Yisrael is going to come. But Yaakov is looking and he say to himself, so Yosef is special. But will everybody be lucky like Yosef to live in America, in Egypt or in America, and to stay normal? How many people we lost in America? More Jewish people lost in America, lost their identity, lost their religion, assimilated, much more than the 6 million unfortunate that we lost during the Holocaust. And this is the biggest question, and I think the emphasis of the Beit Yosef brings that Asara B'Tevet is the most difficult fast, according to the Abu Darham, is because over here there is a chance to do something. And over there you have to wake up. I have Baruch Hashem, many of you, my students, you follow and you ask, but sometimes I see that you're looking for shortcuts. And I'm warning you that shortcuts are going to backfire yourself. I spoke to you about the Sfat Emet, the rabbis of the Ger family, which is a very prominent Hasidut in Eretz Israel now. The head of the family, his name was Chidushei Harim. His name was Itzhak Meir. And he was a student of a big rabbi by the name, the Rebbe Mikotsk. Next month there is a Azkara of him. No, Meir is a Jewish name, but Meir in Yiddish means, Meir, it means Markovka, carrot. And there is a food that the Ashkenazim doing, it's called tzimes. It's from carrots. So one, the Kosker Rebbe say, I have two Meirs, Yechiel Meir, this is the Rebbe from Gostinin, and Yitzchak Meir, the Rebbe Migur. If I had another Meir, I should have a good tzimes, I would have a good food, a good... He really loved them. So once Chidushei Harim, he wrote a book about all the question of the Shach of the Siftei Kohen on Yoreh De'ah. It's a beautiful book, with genius. He wrote to the Rebbe. He said, Rebbe, I worked on it for 10 years. Give me a blessing. The Rebbe took the book and told him, it smells ego. I don't want to deal with this. 10 years it was working. About too much ego. Gaiva. So he went outside, he took his children and he said, you know, I prepared it for 10 years, but my rabbi told me it's too much ego. So he took a match from his pocket and he lit the candle, and he lit the fire, and he says, Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam, asher kiddishanu mitzvotav v'tzivanu lishmoa divrei chachamim, and he burned it. When he came to his Rebbe told him, the fact that you have emunat chachamim, you have a blessing, that you are going to be, your children are going to be mikabel pnei Mashiach. In the Holocaust, 90% of them, almost lo aleinu, were killed. But now in Israel, they flourish. Baruch Hashem, I was in Israel a year ago. I went to their Beit Midrash. I enjoyed it. It's huge, but 10,000 people, It's a beautiful place. You feel a lot of good feeling over there. Huh?
How do you call it?
Ger Hasidim, Gur Hasidim. So, what happened over there? To listen. And if God forbid, you start not to listen, to be on your own, to do whatever you want, it's going to be so difficult. And now is the time to break it, not when it happens. The children in our family has to know, when it's come to Da'at Torah, there is Da'at Torah. I don't care about nothing. If you give this message to your children, you can do something with them. Because if not, on Friday I had somebody called me. He belongs to a different community. He wants to ask me because he knows, he thinks that I'm going to give him a better answer that he wants. I told him, I don't give answers. Why don't speak to your rabbi? Is he in town? Talk to him. He doesn't understand me. He said, no. If your rabbi doesn't understand you, something is wrong with you. When I was a child, one of the Tosfot, the first Tosfot that I read, I didn't understand the Tosfot. So I told to my Rebbe, the Tosfot is not straight. So he told me, make yourself crooked like the Tosfot, then you're going to be straight. So I told him, if you have a rabbi and you ask him a question and didn't like the answer and you call me, something is wrong with you. Because if you're going to get used to make a shopping of halachot. This rabbi is good in Hilchot Shabbat, this rabbi is good in Hilchot Nida, this rabbi is good in Hilchot of business, and you're going to make shopping. This is a big Yetzer Hara. And Omer Abu Daram, and I think this is halacha lema'aseh, and I think it applies to us, we have to stop things on the spot. When it starts, we can fix it. After Beit HaMikdash is destroyed, very difficult to do something. And it applies to children education, it applies to direction, and this is, I believe, why Yaakov Avinu was not say Kriyat Shema. Why Yaakov say Kriyat Shema? Yaakov say Shema Yisrael. What can I do to help my children be in America or in Egypt and stay normal? If you feel, that's about our in our level. If you feel that if you have issues with your husband, with your wife, with the children, don't wait until it's going to be worse. Talk about it, explore it. Sometimes it's painful, but it's meaningful, and it is one then to let time to go and make it become worse and worse. Don't wait the problem to be solved by themselves. It will not solve by themselves. Therefore, I believe that would really bother the Yaakov how to deal with a society when power and religion are mixed together. And it's a very big test. Unfortunately, what I see in America, as more powerful you become, as more problem you have to address, and most of the people fail. And it's not good. Yaakov Avinu is saying, Ribono Shel Olam, thank you Hashem for giving me Yosef HaTzadik. Baruch Hashem, my kids are okay. But I brought a whole group over here. What will happen with them? And Yaakov was a person, as I told you in the Gemara Masechet Megillah, he is worrying about Hitler, he's worrying about Germany, he was about things will happen 3,000 years later. He wants to know how to deal with this. What? Hashem told him there is a mission divine to go. He has to go. But now he has to use all his talents. What to do in order to make it happen. Hashem told him, I promise you they're going to come back. Who, how much, when, where, leave it to me. Now Yaakov has to make all the efforts. He opened yeshiva, and he opened Talmud Torah, and he isolated them in Eretz Goshen. But the nisayon, the test of being powerful, money and all these things, is very difficult. Very difficult. Shenamot b'nisayon. So, this coming Thursday, we're going to have a fast, and the fast will start around 6 o'clock in the morning and will end around 5:30 in the afternoon. As I told you, the Rambam says The purpose of fast is to do tshuva. What's wrong? Especially ben adam lechavero. Hashem ya'azor that we won't have to fast this week because we'll go to Yerushalayim, B'ezrat Hashem, the Mashiach will come. But if it doesn't come, B'ezrat Hashem, שיהיה צום מועיל בעזרת השם. ברוך ה' לעולם, אמן ואמן. רבי חנן בן עקשיא אומר, רצה הקדוש ברוך